If you enjoy these videos, please like and subscribe.
This week I am bringing Wakanda. I have Black Panther, his beautiful bride Storm, Killmonger, and Okoye, accompanied by Ghost Rider. I chose this team because A, I haven't played Wakanda for a while. I didn't want to play Shuri as much, and I know that's probably a controversial move. But I did want to bring Storm. I haven't tried her with Wakanda yet. And I really wanted to play Ghost Rider, so it was kind of the best of both worlds and all that. They've got some really great abilities overall, especially Killmonger. I thought they'd work well, so I'm curious to see how this will go. For my team tactics, I have Wakanda Forever, Vibranium Shielding, Deal with the Devil, Highway to Hell, and 1-2 Punch. So Wakanda Forever and Vibranium Shielding are both Wakanda specific. Deal with the Devil and Highway to Hell is Ghost Rider specific. If and when they come up, we will definitely talk about them. And 1-2 Punch is just a way to add a little bit of extra damage because I know she's got a 9 stamina Black Bolt, injured at that, that really will take a beating. So I need to make sure I can take him out when need be. So we'll just see how this game goes.
This week I am playing the Inhumans with Black Bolt, Medusa, Crystal, Lockjaw, and Beast. I have played against them with Andy playing them, and I was very intrigued by the Inhumans and wanted to try them out for myself. I think that Medusa is really cool. I'm really excited to play her. She's got some really neat moves. Crystal also really intrigued me. And then I'm bringing Beast along because I've said it before, he's one of my favorites, and he's also Inhuman. The team tactic cards I'm bringing are Inhuman Royal Family, Bitter Rivals, Adeline Rising, Last Minute Save, and Elemental Infusion. All these cards are new to me, and I saw Andy play a couple of them last week, so I'm looking forward to seeing what they can do.
Welcome back, Nikki.
Thank you, Andy.
You have priority.
Again. I'm on a roll.
That's like 4 times in a row now.
So I'm thinking about moving Beast. And then I realized I wasn't sure with his medium if he could get where I wanted to go. So I decided on, that's where Andy said, "You're killing me, Nikki." So I moved Crystal up.
Luckily, she's kind of a hardy model.
Yeah. And she got a hammer.
All right, so I'm going to start with Ghost Rider. Really, he is one of the biggest threats in this list. I mean, at 5 points he should be, but he really is a good model. So I wanted to make sure that he could get a hammer right off the bat, because I knew the one closest to me was kind of a given for Killmonger. So I was trying to see if I could get up to the roof and get a little bit out of sight, but ultimately Nikki pointed out that I was hanging over too much, and we got in trouble for that in the past. So I decided not to tempt fate and went ahead and just stayed on the ground.
Blame it on me, Andy. That's fine. So Medusa. And she picks up a hammer. So we have 2 couples in this game.
2 royal couples, yeah.
Which, as we were playing, we were like, oh, cool. I don't think we really planned it.
We didn't plan
No.
it. It just worked out well. So we've got the Wakandan power couple of Storm and Black Panther, and then the Inhumans of Medusa and Black Bolt. Speaking of Medusa, this is now the 3rd game I played against Medusa with Nikki. I have learned to respect Medusa more than I thought I would. She can be very dangerous, and I'd say almost maybe more dangerous than Black Bolt in a lot of situations. So, yeah, I definitely am leery of Medusa in this list.
Okay, Beast. Man, this was just really awkward. All of this terrain. I kept knocking stuff over.
It looks cool. It doesn't function as well. We need to space things out a little bit more next time. But be secure that witness. Obviously, Okoye has the other one right now. I didn't call that out because I was too busy talking about Medusa.
And you get 2 points for those witnesses, right?
Yes. This is kind of an annoying scenario, honestly, when it comes down to that. But Killmonger grabbed a hammer, and he's going to move up to support his boy Ghost Rider. But yeah, 2 points, but they can move and hurt you, and that gets very obnoxious.
Okay, so here's Black Bolt. So I could have tried to get near the other witness. I chose to, because he's got a long range attack. I think it's like 4. And so I was like, I wasn't sure, but I decided to go ahead and attack Ghost Rider just because I wanted to get some damage on him, and I'm not sure if it was the right move or not. So 1 so far. And you blocked 1.
But you pierced with that.
That's right, a pierced when you roll wild. And then that's my Inhuman reroll.
So yeah, you ultimately did 2 to Ghost Rider. Pierce, such a nasty little ability there. Alright, so now it's Storm. And this is the first time I played Storm with Wakanda, so I was very curious to see how she was going to play. Seeing her buddy Beast, who is now her bitter rival. And we're now contesting that witness.
Okay, Lockjaw. And he can only move short.
Yeah, you kind of messed up on that one because he wasn't close enough to get Who's a Good Boy for that one.
Yes, I should have moved him earlier. It's so hard to know.
Yeah, and that was, I mean, yeah, you've only played him a couple times, so that probably still was the best move, considering what we have to do. So now Black Panther's going to move up, get close enough to contest that witness, and I thought I had it. And Nikki's like, hey, Crystal is in range 1, even though she's on the roof, and sure enough, she is. So right now, neither one of us have secured that witness right there. But that's the end of round 1. I end up scoring 4 points because I did secure the one on the right, and I have 2 hammers. Nikki has the other 2 hammers. And this is where it gets a little interesting. So at the end of the round, the witnesses can move. Starting with the person with priority, if your opponent is controlling the witness or secured the witness, they can move them range 2. And if they stop within range 1 of one of your people, they get a stun and a wound. We kept on forgetting to put the stun markers on, though we always remembered we had those on us. So Okoye got stunned and wounded round 1.
Round 2. I'm going to move Medusa up a little bit.
Catch your hair on fire with my flaming chains.
It's really rude, Andy. So Medusa doesn't care about Ghost Rider, so she's going to attack Killmonger.
That was rude. You psyched me out there.
It's a pretty good roll.
Yeah, that is a good roll.
I can't do my reroll because there's nothing left to reroll except failures. And you block 2.
Yeah, that was a solid hit. But I do get my Spirit of Vengeance, which means I get 1 power because Ghost Rider was within range 3 of Killmonger when he was hit.
And I just moved Killmonger back because if you deal damage in that attack, you can move them. I believe it's medium.
Then you just flipped him into the car.
No, it's short. I'm sorry. Yes, because that's what I do. It's my hair.
I guess she didn't have hairspray in there because that sucker would be on flames. All right, so I am going to attack Beast because I am very afraid of Beast. Nikki plays him very, very well, and he does all kinds of stupid movement mechanics. So I'm using it just a lightning bolt, and I really just wanted to shock him. That was my whole goal here, but you need to roll wild to do that. So 4 damage, still not too bad. You did end up getting a power for your rolling a skull there. And then you did your Inhuman reroll.
No, that's actually I did Stars and Garters.
Oh, Stars and Garters. That's right. I'm sorry. You don't have.
He doesn't have that. Even though he is considered an Inhuman, he doesn't have the.
Correct. Yeah.
The reroll.
Thank gosh. Yeah. All right. So now I'm empowering this one with Eye of the Storm. So it's a strength 6 lightning bolt, and there we go. That's the shocked attack. Now I thought I was going to use my King of Wakanda reroll here, or pay a power for it, but I dazed him. I think he's like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Okay, Crystal. Volcanic Surge.
That's a beam attack.
Yep, yeah. beam attack, beam 3. And the great thing about it is if you roll a wild, they're incinerated.
Yeah, that's why I really like it. So, okay. No wild on Storm. No damage to Storm.
Okay, Black Panther. Whoa.
You got a little bit crazy there.
Yes.
Now there's your Inhuman roll.
So 2? Was that 2 damage? Yeah. Okay, so Hurricane Blast. And she's rolling an extra die because she's got a hammer, by the way.
Ow.
So is that 4 damage?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So you just dazed Black Panther there.
Yes.
So now Ghost Rider is going to ride up on top of the Daily Bugle there. and make sure I'm within one other witness, and then I'm going to use a chain of damnation onto Medusa and her hair helmet there. It does look like a hair helmet too.
It's beautiful hair, Andy. It's magic hair.
He's just jealous because he has none. Okay.
Exactly.
So
just like you and me.
Right, I can. I have none.
You have no hair, and I have a lot.
It's very nice hair too.
Thank you.
Not quite like Medusa's though. That'd be scary.
No.
So didn't do too much, but I did hex her. In fact, I did no damage, but I hexed her, which means no rolling additional dice for those criticals.
Okay, Black Bolt. I'm moving him up. I really wish I could have made an attack here, but I thought it was more important to get near a witness so that hopefully Andy wouldn't get another point. Maybe I would even
2 points, yeah.
Yeah, another 2 points.
That adds up. Yeah, that freaked me out. Whenever I saw Black Bolt come, and I'm like, brace for it! But she didn't attack me. So I'm moving Okoye up because I want to make sure Killmonger can get in there. So I can capture that witness, assuming he's in range. Then I'm just going to do a Vibranium Spear Blast into Medusa and her hair helmet there. And Okoye does not let down when it comes to those rolls. Oh man, I do really well with her. Now you did block 2 of that so far. We both have a reroll. You have your Inhuman. I have General of the Dora Milaje, I believe is how you pronounce it. So I end up doing 1 point of damage, but hey, 1 point she didn't have on her already.
Oh, I thought that was 2. I guess I didn't count correctly. So I think Lockjaw, and there's really not, he got 3 power from being near an ally, and then I'm just going to move him up.
I love how she puts his butt in Storm's face.
Yes, so?
This is like a poison flagellance attack, not a bite.
So now he's going to bite Storm because she deserves it.
Rude.
That's what you get for going after my friend Beast.
He betrayed humanity.
Okay, so 2. And you didn't block any of it.
No. I was just in shock because you put that big old butt in my face. So, all right. So now Killmonger. Again, all I wanted to do was get close enough. Setting up for round 3. With Ghost Rider and Killmonger kind of set to attack the royal family there. That was kind of my whole goal here. And I was able to... Again, it looked like a good idea when I set up the terrain, but it was a pain in the butt. So, all right. So I was able to secure that witness. Nikki actually secured that one. She didn't move her witness. I moved that one. So I end up doing 1 point of damage and stun to Lockjaw there. And round 3 is looking to be a very insane round.
Round 3. I'm getting ready to play the Team Tactic card in Inhuman Royal Family, and each Inhuman can pay 2 power to be able to reroll all their attack and defense dice 1 time this round.
Attack or, yeah.
Attack or defense. So, Braid Bash on Killmonger. If I roll a wild, I get a flurry. And I do.
And you've got a hammer.
Yes, I have a hammer.
Yeah, she is scary.
She's pretty good. Okay, so she is going to do her flurry on Killmonger, but then Andy says Okoye is bodyguarding.
You should have heard what she said when I said that.
Yeah, just wait. It gets worse. So 1, 2, 3. You blocked 2.
2. So you hurt me pretty bad.
Well, 1 damage, right? I think I'm thinking about doing my...
Well, that's right. I was thinking you did more damage. No, you've
Yeah.
only done 1 to me so far.
Yeah, I was thinking about re-rolling, but then I decided not to, but I still can re-roll 1 for my inhumanness.
Yep.
Okay, so this is where I was going to play Split Ends, which is an awesome area to attack, and I could have gotten all of his characters over there. But then...
So yeah, Ghost Rider has a great ability, reactive, called Wicked's Judgment. And I was going to play it immediately after she played Braid Bash, but when she hit Flurry, I had to wait for that to finish. Regardless, for every critical she rolled, she took a damage in that first attack. She took 2 damage, that's all she had, so she got dazed. Now I'm playing Wakanda Forever. Now, Ghost Rider obviously does not get affected by this, but everyone else does. So Killmonger and Okoye are going to attack Black Bolt, and Storm and Black Panther are going to attack Beast.
That was so annoying. I was so mad. I was getting ready to play Split Ends, which I've never got to do before. It's 6 power. I can't even tell you.
She's still angry about that, and it's later. All right, so Killmonger Vibranium Weapons on Black Bolt. So this is where it gets kind of interesting too for Black Bolt and I'm sorry, with Killmonger and Black Bolt, I guess. Black Bolt only has 5 health on this side, but then when he goes to his injured, he has 9. So it's easy to kind of knock that off at the beginning, but then trying to get that last 9 off is hard. So I was kind of debating whether I really wanted to do this over here, but Black Bolt needed to go down. So, but you rolled really well for your defense there. So, and you did use your Inhuman Royal Family reroll there. So now it's Okoye's turn. Come on, strike. No mercy. No mercy. And I take forever to roll. All right, so not bad. But with 4 dice that she gets to roll, that's not as great either. So yeah, she's already blocked it all. Doesn't matter what I do.
Huh.
No, she's not bitter at all, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so now Black Panther and Storm versus Beast. This is weird. The way this all worked out was kind of just cool to me, but weird at the same time. So I did a strike and did not do anything. So now Lightning Bolt again, hoping for just the wild, which I didn't get, to at least take off a little bit of damage from him. But yeah, overall, it was more of annoying. And she used Stars and Garters, made her pay for that. So yeah, I did a little bit more damage to Beast. Then I finally attack with the person who I activated, which was Ghost Rider. So he's using Chains of Damnation with an extra hammer now on Black Bolt. And it goes over very well.
And I shouldn't have done this, but I didn't remember I had already used my Royal Family reroll.
Yeah.
But it didn't get me anywhere.
It did, yeah. So we realized that was a mistake.
Okay, so Beast.
He's like, vengeance. Look at him. He's like looking to the side, brooding.
I know.
Vengeance.
He's just so pretty. Seriously, I love it. So versus Storm, Animalistic Freestyle. So 4. And you blocked 1.
Yeah, you dazed her.
Before damage is dealt, she can be pushed. And then I can move medium for free. So I'm trying to figure out where to move them. I want to attack Black Panther. I'm checking my card to see what the distance is on attacks and whatnot. So
Now, also, I think that line, or that should have been straight, the measuring tool. It was just a little bit crooked, or bent. So it doesn't matter, though. Ultimately, yeah.
Yeah.
So we do realize that as well.
This was a late at night game, and I was making some mistakes.
We'll explain why later.
Okay, animalistic freestyle. Two, three,
Four. And I blocked for 4.
That's annoying.
Wakanda forever! Yeah, I like... His saves is very nice. But you still pushed him. Boom. And you made him bleed.
And I could have moved here, but I wanted to stay.
So Black Panther, I decided trying to get that witness was not going to work. So I used short to get up to the top of the building, and then I pounced to move a little bit further. And now I am in position to strike Crystal. But in a respectful manner, because he is the king of Wakanda. He's very respectful.
May I attack you, please?
That's right. See, he was so respectful, he didn't really do anything.
Crystal says no, you may not. Okay, so this is I believe, my Royal Family reroll. And then I went ahead and rolled for my Inhuman reroll, and I was like, as I'm watching this, I'm like, I don't know if that was legal.
Yeah, so in the comments, let us know below. I did my Mantle of the Black Panther reroll too. I don't know if that was obvious, but so that's what just happened there.
Okay, so Crystal. Volcanic Surge.
That's such an annoying attack.
So 4, and you blocked 1.
And I'm on fire. I'm incinerated.
And you're on fire. Hope you enjoy that.
You sure don't later on.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, it's hydrokinesis. And I block 1. Using my King of Wakanda, I block another. Thank goodness.
Okay, so, and now she's going to pay 4 power to do Elemental Onslaught. I have to pick an attack I haven't done before this turn.
Yeah, that's where she gets pretty powerful.
Yeah, I like Crystal. She was pretty fun.
Again, using King of Wakanda reroll. So look at all those tokens on me. I have 4 different tokens.
And when Crystal's within, I think, 3, you can't shake them off.
I can't shake off most of them, yeah. So super annoying. So with Okoye, I just removed stun, and I wasn't going to move her. So now it's Lockjaw.
Okay, so I decide I'm going to move Lockjaw up there to see if I can do enough damage to Black Panther to... He has 1 stamina left.
So you put Interdimensional Bloodhound to do an extra dice of damage. Or roll an extra dice, I should say.
Yes. So I'm feeling pretty good. I'm thinking this is going to happen.
Not with 1.
Yeah, with just 1.
And I roll 3 to block.
So and so I do the Royal Family reroll. Yeah, I got nowhere.
1 stamina left.
I know that it's like just and oh yeah, then I threw this at him. Using what is it? Put it down.
Yeah, put it down.
So this is your dodge roll. Oh my gosh, Andy, seriously?
Just... And then 1 more. King of Wakanda! Yeah! So it's very much like Austin Powers. Why won't you die?
Basically,
Yeah.
I think I yelled that a
You
couple of times.
pretty much did. So here's the movement for the witnesses: the damage, Beast, Ghost Rider, Killmonger, and Okoye. Okoye actually got dazed from that, so she went into round 4 injured. So interesting game going on right now. About ready to start round 4, but the score is getting tight.
Round 4.
Round 4.
Okay, so at this point, I know that I've got to try to get control over there. I play Bitter Rival on Okoye, which means that enemy characters within 3 of Okoye, which is Ghost Rider and Killmonger, what is it, 2 less?
1 less defense dice.
1 less defense dice. And I think when they attack too, maybe. No, it's just defense? Okay. So I'm hoping that will help me out. So Black Bolt is going to use Whisper. It's a beam 4 attack. And he's also using Focus Power.
11 dice. I told her to re-roll that die because it looked like she just dropped it on accident. That's not a fair roll. So that wasn't a re-roll.
Okay, and then I was doing like my re-roll, and then he's like, "Oh, you have crit." So then I was like, "Oh, I have a crit," so I rolled 1, and then he's like, "You've got another one." I was just like messing this whole thing up. So
You have to keep in mind an 8-year-old was talking to her all at the same time. So
yes, our daughter kept talking to me about things. So and then I go for what is it, Ghost Rider now, but Okoye bodyguards it.
Yep.
Okoye
She
foiled
threw
again.
herself into it heroically.
She's such a hero.
Wakanda forever!
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You block
None of it. Oh, one of it.
1.
And she only has 4.
So you're knocked out, I think.
I am KO'd. Totally worth it. I'd do it again in a heartbeat.
But this is ruining my plan, Andy. It's ruining my plan.
All according to my plans. Yeah, this was kind of a critical. We both knew it.
So Black Bolt attacks again. I think with Energy Blast.
Energy Bolt.
Or Energy Bolt.
Which would have been a Pierce, but you didn't roll a Wild. So you hurt him. And then I hurt you back. With Wicked's Judgment again.
So it was a valiant effort. And there was some discussion. Maybe I should have activated Medusa first.
Yeah. So you just used Adeline Rising to power up the rest of your peeps. So now it's Ghost Rider versus Medusa and Black Bolt. And I'm using Flames of Hell with 2 hammers. So starting with Medusa, roll 4. She's incinerated. That's kind of the big thing. That's what I was going for, was the incineration. So I hurt her okay-ish. Then Black Bolt. He's incinerated all day long. But he's got 4 energy defense, so he's a lot harder to hurt with this attack. And he's injured, so he now has 9 stamina. So yeah, I didn't do diddly squat to him. But Medusa hurt. And I knew that if I let her get another round in, I was done for. I had no doubt in my mind, so I had to take her out. This is kind of, in my opinion, the tipping point of the game right here. So, yeah, good solid hit on her. She's incinerated, so she's rolling 1 less die. And I KO her. So that was good, but the game is definitely not over yet.
Okay. Crystal.
The unkillable Black Panther.
Yeah, pretty much.
How many more status conditions can he have, Nikki?
I don't know.
Let's find out.
Okay, so 3, and I guess that's 2 that you blocked.
Yeah, I'm incinerated still. I'm only on 1.
So I got you, I think.
You got me.
Yeah. Finally. Then I move Crystal down to her friend Beast.
But in front of his wife. Storm is not pleased with you, Missy. And she's going to show just her displeasure. Eye of the Storm, empowered lightning bolt. And every time I do this, or if someone does it to me, I can't stop thinking about the Hamilton song, Eye of the Hurricane.
Oh.
Or Hurricane.
Yeah.
So.
Our daughter listens to it all the time.
So, 3 damage. And I hit you for 2. And I'm going to do it again. Another Eye of the Storm empowered lightning bolt. This time, you're shocked. But not just shocked. You're dazed.
And I thought I could use Lockjaw to save her, but then we realized, no, you've got to be about to be knocked out to use that. So, okay, so Lockjaw did teleport Beast, though, up to where he could attack Storm. And I think he just uses acrobatic strike here.
No, well, this is still Lockjaw's turn. This is where it was kind of confusing.
Oh, that's right. So it's still Lockjaw's turn. I teleport Beast, and then I decide he's going to stay there.
And I had no more people.
Right. So now Beast is going to attack Storm with acrobatic strike.
She can take it.
Can she, Andy?
So far, yes.
Fine. So, but the great thing is I move within one of her.
To do your favorite attack.
I had to have been within 2 to do animalistic freestyle.
And you were just out.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then with animalistic freestyle, you've got a free move at the end, so you can just move right back where you want. So 2, you blocked 1. 3, you blocked 1. You blocked 2.
Yep.
So I did not take her out. And now I'm deciding, I'm like, okay.
She's at 1 stamina right now.
Yeah. I move Beast back to C because I moved my, you can move up to medium. And I'm like, oh, Beast can throw her. So he was still within 2 of her.
Yoink. We're both kind of like, really? He can pull? Ah! So that's all it took to...
and then Beast picked up her hammer. So
yeah.
There you go. Beast comes through again. But not enough to win.
So, this is actually our second game. We made the comment earlier that it was late at night. That's because this was kind of a last-minute redo. We actually had played the game a few days prior, this exact same matchup, and we ran into a couple issues. The first one, it looked like poo-poo. I think my camera was set to SD. The colors looked horrible. You couldn't make out any definition. It was ugly. It was ugly to look at, and I couldn't stand it. The second thing, and this was more of the tipping point for us, the game ended round 3. I won because I used Usurp the Throne and ended up scoring 10 points in one round to get me to 16 points. And it was boring. And that's ultimately why I chose not to use Usurp the Throne in this game. It's always been a crutch card for me. And I wanted to be able to tell Nikki, I beat you fair and square without a crutch card. Because I've never done it with Killmonger before. I've never beaten you without Usurp the Throne.
Well, you definitely beat me fair and square that time, Andy. Congrats. But I think we wanted to put one out this week. We were like, oh, what are we going to do? So it was a late at night game, so some mistakes were made, but it was fun. And you haven't played Wakanda in a long time.
No, we've actually I played more. They just weren't recorded for various reasons in the past. But I've never played Wakanda with Storm, not since she came out. And I wanted to play Ghost Rider. I haven't played him in a while, so it was kind of I was happy I did. I wasn't looking forward to it necessarily, but we wanted to try to do something we haven't done for a while. And I was very excited to see Nikki try the Inhumans because they are really nasty. And in our opinion, the Inhumans and the Wakanda have two of the nastiest card sets in the game when it comes to the team tactic cards.
Yeah, I forgot that Wakanda had so many amazing team tactic cards. So.
Yeah, between Usurp the Throne and Wakanda Forever, and there's other ones. Vibranium Shielding can be good. But yeah, they've got some really solid cards, and they came through. And with that out of the way, let's talk a little bit about this game. What were your thoughts?
Well, I liked the Inhumans. I really liked Medusa. I liked playing her. I felt like I didn't get to do everything I wanted to with her because Ghost Rider kept messing it up for me, or Okoye or whoever. And I think that last round, maybe I should have activated Medusa first because Black Bolt's defense is pretty good. He probably could have withstood a couple of attacks, whereas she's more fragile. And she had enough power, I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, to do her split ends attack and maybe do some nasty stuff, get them maybe. She's got the hair flip, which is a throw. So she's got some really cool things she can do. If I had been able to use both of them the way I wanted to, maybe I would have stood a chance to win, possibly, or at least go to another round.
Yeah, because that would have been a Strength 8 split ends. It does cost 6 power, which is why it's kind of hard to pull off. I didn't realize the sheer power of that, especially with your hammer there. Because we were kind of discussing before this round began, I thought I saw a way for her to win pretty hands down, but it was not through Medusa, it was through Black Bolt. And ultimately, I think she was right. Medusa could have won that.
Well, I think also Black Bolt could withstand more than Medusa as far as defense.
By far. You may not have been able to pull off Whisper, but you had... Shoot, if anyone was left after you got done with Medusa, that would have been amazing. So...
Well, I just think it would have... if she hadn't done the job, then maybe,
he would have cleaned it up.
He would have cleaned it up, so... because he possibly could have survived that, and he has 9 stamina on the back, right?
Yeah.
So
he's kind of insane.
Maybe I should have tried to get him days sooner too.
Well, that's why I said the other week I kind of feel like you have to play him aggressive. Because as an attacker, you've got to be kind of careful. It's like Thor. You can take them out when they're healthy, decently okay, but when they're on their injured side, they become a whole new kind of beast, and that's something you've got to account for. Usurp the Throne works well when he's on his healthy side. It works a lot less well when he's on his injured side. And ultimately, that's what won me the game, with him being on his injured side. Ghost Rider, I think, had 2 stamina left, but I was healthy, and you were injured. So you didn't count as being securing that objective, and I did, thankfully. So, yeah, that was kind of crazy, but... we both kind of wish we could replay that last part again and see what would have happened if Medusa had gone first. I honestly think you probably would have won. So
I don't know about that, but I think it would be interesting to see what would happen and if I could. And it would have just depended on how I rolled too.
And honestly, you've made me a believer in Medusa. So
yeah, I like her. That first game that we played that ended up being dark and not. She pulled off some really cool stuff in that game.
We actually, the coolest things that I've ever done with Ghost Rider, I finally got to use Deal with the Devil in that game.
Right.
And that was because of Medusa that I had to do it. Poor Okoye, who was healthy at the time, got possessed by Ghost Rider. And that's honestly what did it. That part. You took out Ghost Rider, I went to healthy, I had all this power, and yeah, I was able to decimate. Basically, the reason I won that game was in one round, I had gotten them knocked down to very low stamina in round 1 and 2, but no one had been dazed. In round 3, I dazed every one of her people that had a hammer, and I was able to put myself in such a place that I scored both witnesses. So that's, and then with Usurp the Throne, I got a perfect 10 points on that round. So she'll never let me pull that off again.
Oh, well. I mean, we were going to air it, but again, it was dark, so, but...
That game would have been probably 20 minutes, I think, all in all. It would have been kind of boring. So, but yeah, so that was an interesting game. It was a little rushed, as we said.
Yep. So what are we doing next week, Andy?
I think you're playing A-Force.
Maybe, yeah. But
So-
I thought I might use Medusa.
Yeah. I am highly thinking about Black Order. I'm still deciding. We've got a couple days yet to figure that out. People don't tend to enjoy the Black Order videos as much, and honestly, this is as much for everyone as it is for us, and we've played everyone at this point that I don't care who I play.
Oh, you were also thinking about Web Warriors.
I was thinking about them, but they're not my
'Cause
favorite.
You've never played them before, and I was telling you they're really fun.
So maybe.
And also, if anyone has any suggestions or anything you would like to see us play, please let us know.
Absolutely. We would love to hear what... we get a lot of great feedback. In fact, there's a couple people... We're not going to lie. We look forward to hearing from every week to see either what we did right or wrong, or some thoughts of ways we could have done better. Yeah. But if you have any ideas as far as who we should play as well, we're definitely all ears for that. Especially with kind of this drought of new people coming out for the next 2 months in the U.S. at least. We'll be, we've got everybody. We have everybody that's been released so far. So we're open to play whatever.
All right.
Well, until then, we will see you next time.
See you next time.
All right. Bye-bye.